so we can see you. Enjoy tonight. That's Essie Apparel, and that's the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. I'm just seeing a lot of beautiful people. Look at all of it. Look at it. Come in and look at that. Look at, hello. I'm very good. And we are joined by yet another guest. You're looking absolutely stunning today. The Deputy Minister of Human Settlements in South Africa, Ms. Thandi Mahambe-Hlala. You look stunning. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Maxhosa. Maxhosa by Laduma Ngokolo.
What's the inspiration?
The inspiration is that if you recall earlier this week, the Speaker of Parliament re-emphasized the importance of supporting our local brands, supporting our local designers, ensure that during these big events, at least they benefit from us as legislators and people that get to attend these events. So, yeah.
So I'm interested in hearing what Human Settlements is going to do to develop or to give opportunities to other individuals out there to make sure that the infrastructure is there and people are able to work, they're covered. What other interventions can we have in there, especially in the fashion space?
The reality of the matter is that there are a lot of opportunities at Human Settlements. That's why on the 14th of February, we are doing a career expo in Paarl to ensure that we communicate to the learners as to what else is there that they can learn. We do have youth programs at Human Settlements. We also responsible, as you know, to decently house South Africans. Yes. And we did not rest during the festive season. Myself and the minister, we've been up and about during the fire disasters here in the city of Cape Town, ensuring that people are saved, ensuring that people are safe, ensuring that people, they've got a roof on top of their heads. So we are a government at that department that is responsible of housing the nation, ensure that our indigenous people, like people elderly and the ones that living with disabilities and so on, they get decent houses and they are on the top of the priority of our beneficiary list.
So they can work. You look absolutely stunning. Please turn around so we can see your outfit. And that's the Deputy Minister of Human Settlements. I am joined by another gorgeous. I always have to try. I'm like always flying to grab her. I'm trying to grab her. Hello. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How are you? Please tell us who you're wearing.
Vicky Zoleka Magwaka from Mthatha Art Center. This is a woman who is a designer naturally. She did not go to any school. Every button, every color, it has a meaning. Usebenza ke kwindawo apho kungekho manzi. At times my outfit get delayed because she must wash the fabric before she can sew the fabric. When there's no water, she's struggling, but she's resilient to ensure that every time she makes me to feel good, to look beautiful. I'm indebted to women economic empowerment. Yes. So every time I wear proudly South Africa, everything.
Let me tell you, I don't need to say much. I'm looking at all the detail, and you started with this a long time ago.
Of course.
You guys have been talking about wearing local and the importance of supporting local businesses. I want you to turn around so we can see all of that. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is it? Isn't it beautiful that we get to explore our beautiful, diverse cultures and our beautiful fabrics that we produce here? But also, there's a real issue. In the fashion industry, where also we've got like 10% of like carbon emission. But also, you spoke about water scarcity. What can water and sanitation, and how can it play a big role in the fashion space?
It is very important that those who are in the fashion space, they must have access to water. Yeah. But also the community must use water sparingly, knowing very well that every drop counts. If you do illegal connection, you disadvantage those women. They will not have food on the table. So let's use water sparingly. Let's support our women, especially those that are in the fashion industry. Without fashion, we're nothing. These are the economic boosters of our country.
You are looking absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for joining us here at Proudly SA. Please, you can have a look at that one more time. And I'm going to throw it back to studio, guys. You've had 3 beautiful outfits that look incredibly amazing. You've seen like a variety of cultures that are there. I'm throwing it back to you guys so that you can discuss some of those things. The color. Did you see Mampemi? Did you see the Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture? Did you see Thandi Mahambeshala? Let's discuss those looks, the trends, the colors, the detailing. And if you are also going to be posting, please do ensure that you tag us at Sona 2025 and wear local at Sona. I am throwing back to studio. There's that job again that you guys have to do. I'm going to start grabbing more people. I'll be back. Okay.
What a vibe, what a vibe there. Such a vibe on the, what a vibe on the red carpet there at the hashtag Sona 2025. Of course, we have 3 outfits.
Okay.
Balasa, rate each one out of 10.
Each one?
Which one do you like?
Okay, I think we started on a really high note. I thought the first dress was really flattering. I thought the color was beautiful. Fabric is light. I'm sure the Cape Town weather was doing it justice.
Okay.
So I would give it a high 7 or 8.
Otsile, do you agree?
I would have given it a bit of a higher score.
All right.
Mainly because the way it sat on her body.
Yes.
It was very flattering, extremely flattering. And I like the fact that she knows that she's a big lady. And she dressed for her body. And for me, that really stands out.
And Silla?
Yeah, I agree. I like how the pleats are positioned.
Yes.
It's giving origami, a modern take on origami. The color as well, yeah.
And rating out of 10?
I'll give it a 9.
Oh, Leonie as the journalist, as the watchdog. Out of 10?
I'm also going high on this one, an 8.
Oh,
It
right.
was the color, it was the
Yes.
color. The color did it for me.
Otsile, let's talk about Ms. Thandi Mahambeshala. She's in Mathosa. A rating out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 10.
Ooh.
Oh, no, sorry, she's wearing Mathosa. For me, I'm sorry, that didn't really stick for me.
Okay.
I understand that you're wearing local, but for me, it doesn't say Sona. It doesn't say dress-up party.
However, the invitation did say traditional, though.
As much as it says traditional, guys, but it still needs to speak to the kind of event that you're going to.
Okay.
It says traditional, but I mean, when you look at the dress, for me, it doesn't say Sona. It's the type of dress that you wear to someone's wedding or as a guest somewhere, but not to Sona. It,
Okay.
For me, didn't stick at all.
And Palisa, do you agree?
I thought it was okay. I think the effort was made. I think that she is wearing local,
Yes.
so we have to give her a couple of good points for that. There is a styling issue maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And out of 10?
Out of 10, I would give it a good 8 because it is.
It's
Makosa,
local.
but also it is Makosa. We have to be proud of our own.
Of
you know?
course.
So
And
it's nice.
Leonie?
For me, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, right?
Okay.
It is Makosa, it's local, so yeah, we love it. But I feel it's lazy, it's a low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
Yes, I just said that. Because it's I agree with Otis. You know,
Okay.
I think a little bit more thought could have gone into it, a little bit more personality. I would have wanted to see that.
Silla?
I would like to disagree with you guys. I think for me, she put in effort in terms of the headpiece.
Yes.
And the skirt is actually longer. It's not like
The normal
V
one.
length.
Yes.
So it gave it a bit of that Sona look in terms of, it being a garment or
Oh, okay.
a gown kind of looking, and the prints working together as well. She could have mixed up and messed up the prints
All right.
of Makosa.
I mean-
But I think she gave it, she tried to give it that gowny feel.
Otsile?
I feel that maybe she could have maybe gotten maybe something else to put on top. Maybe
Okay.
go with the Femi outfit.
Palisa is giving you the side eye.
I like the
She's giving you
print.
side
I mean,
eye.
I love the Makosa print, but I feel like she could have made it a bit more dressy. The kind of event that you're going to. If maybe she had found like a nice plain pleated skirt that is
Okay.
maybe a turquoise that complements the blue that's on the
Okay,
print,
okay.
and then still went with the head, just to make it a bit more dressy. for me, I feel like it's a beautiful dress, but at the same time, for Sona, it doesn't stick.
You know, it's also not a new Mathosa item.
That's the thing.
Oh. Show up on the red carpet with Mathosa we love, at least go to their archive pieces or at least a new collection. Especially if you're not going to style it up with something else.
I mean, if I had seen this 4 or 5 years ago, the
You would
first
have been
time I saw
amazed.
Mathosa,
But you know why I will always give Mathosa you know, a lot of points? It's just the sustainability element. You know, when it comes to their items.
Yeah.
So we're talking
That's the first
sustainability.
Sustainability.
That's the
Yeah.
first step
Yes.
that we saw
Yes.
on you know on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way because
does.
we have a real problem with waste. We have a real problem with
Yes.
just you know, upcycling, recycling.
Yes.
So if you wear a brand that makes sure that you know they are conscious of waste levels.
Yes.
Definitely. Whether the client is aware of that is besides the point.
Alrighty.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm not mad that it's a older collection.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fine.
Now, the moment we saw the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Otsile said she is so committed to her designer. What were your thoughts, Palesa?
I thought there was a lot happening.
Okay.
I thought there was a lot happening.
Okay.
But I mean, sometimes when you're really, really passionate about something, you know, you take it to extra levels. So I think I will let Otsile comment on that.
Okay. And out of 10? Out of 10?
I really have to just give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a pass.
It's a
pass.
okay.
Silo?
5 for the passion.
For the
for
passion.
effort.
5 for passion.
5, okay.
Silo?
Okay, for me, I feel like, you know, the narrative of tradition being always print. People run to print a lot.
Alrighty.
And they tend to overdo it.
Yes.
You know, which is what happened here.
Okay.
There was print, there was beads, there
It was just
shape.
a lot.
The shape was, there's draping underneath,
Yeah.
there's different colors that are not coordinating with each
Alright,
other.
yeah.
So I think, it was too heavy in the eye.
We're just about to go back to the red carpet. Leonie, just your thoughts. We're about to go back to the red carpet. You know how we roll here.
You come
Let's
back.
see what Tammy has for us on the red carpet.
Welcome back, and we are live here on Parliament TV and proudly South African, and we're doing the local fashion police. And we've been talking a lot to women who are dressed, but we kind of forgot that men can also style themselves. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you're wearing.
My name is Willie Okamp. I'm the national spokesperson for the Democratic Alliance. And if it wasn't for my wife, I would most probably have worn nothing because it's my wife that dresses me. So, yeah, although I'm a man, she buys my clothes. And I think this was bought at a local store in South Africa.
Yeah.
We all know E.D. Gars or Edgar's.
Yeah.
I'm joking. So, yeah, but I think it's nice to see everybody. You've got people that dressed very flamboyantly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Minister Patricia de Lille that will speak to you after me. She's looking stunning in her dress.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see everybody dressing up. I'm a very calm guy when it comes to clothing, so I'm just normally dressed in my blue DA suit.
The importance of supporting local.
I think it's very important. We are all talking about growing the economy and creating jobs. And if we really want to do that, apart from all the macro things that will be announced, it's so important to support local businesses because that is where on the coal face of creating jobs we can make a difference and we can put money into the pockets of people. Why import something from somebody else and make somebody in a different country rich? We can assist some local people in South Africa, and we've got such a lot of talent that we don't have to go and look for everything overseas all the time. We can find everything right here on our doorstep.
Fantastic. Next time I speak to you, I'm expecting beads on this tie. I'm going to put you in touch with the designer
Please
who's
do
going to
so.
be incredibly amazing
do
for
so.
you so that we can show our diversity, yeah?
I will always try anything new.
Okay.
As long as it's not too flamboyant. I don't think I'm going to put pips on my shoulders, but we can try it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
joining
much.
us.
And
Thank
look
you.
how beautiful Minister de Lille is
Oh,
looking. Thank you, guys.
Minister, I'm tempted to say Auntie Pat.
Not a problem. Are you my brother?
I'm finding you.
You look
Minister.
lovely
You
too.
look absolutely gorgeous. We're talking today about wearing local.
Of course.
And the impact of buying local in the country.
Yes.
the role of the department?
You know, South Africa can stand up on any world stage with the local talent that we have. I will be the first one to admit we must do more to promote our local talent and culture and fashion, you know, to the rest of the world. But, you know, this was inspired by Sandy Masabuku and, you know, her label, Fabrus Sans.
Fabrus Sans, yeah.
Yes, and the print itself is also local. It is an aerial photo of the city of Tshwane. So this is to the capital of Tshwane. And as you can see, we've got the rands and cents there. So it's completely South Africa. No dollars here.
But we still want the dollars. We still want the dollars.
Of course, we want them. And you know, the American tourist has grown by more than 10% in 2024. So they're coming.
A lot of people are coming. I mean, we are the host of the G20 summit happening this year. And I think when we talk about tourism and we talk about those opportunities, have you given some thought into how we're going to involve the creative industry and especially people within the clothing, textile and leather stuff?
It's going to be a showcase of South Africans.
Yeah.
We're the first country in the continent to host the G20.
Yes.
We're excited to welcome the world.
Yes.
And you know what is our biggest asset? Our people.
Yes.
Ubuntu,
Yes.
you know, that warm welcoming that they always display in welcoming people. So it's a great opportunity, and we want every South African to be involved. You know, sports, arts, culture, tourism, everyone will be involved. We're going to go do outreach programs to the communities. I'm hosting the tourism ministerial meeting in Mpumalanga because we spread all the business meetings across the country. And we're all very excited. And we rely on every South African to make sure that we do our bit. Let's behave while the people are here.
Let's wear proudly South African produced products and clothes. Yeah. Your outfit looks absolutely stunning. I love the inspiration, the picture of Tshwane. I'm from Pretoria, but I also love the detailing.
Also, Amapiano.
Amapiano.
Yes, I mean they were really born in Tshwane.
Yes.
You know. And so there's the culture and the street culture that you see in the capital city. It's what we must celebrate. And this is what the print represents. You know, that culture, the street culture of our capital.
I would like you to turn around so we can see the outfit again. It's so detailed, guys. It is so gorgeous. And the rands and cents, you know, we were talking about money. I mean, like, we do produce, like, literally a huge amount. We contribute almost 1.7.
Sandy Masabuku is young, but the talent that she's got. And she's creating jobs with a label, you know. Yeah. I'm very happy for her.
And women empowerment.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Of course.
So I'm looking forward to the conversations we're going to have with tourism and how we're going to collaborate and making sure that a lot of our people wear local. Yes, look at me receiving a card. I'm getting a card immediately. This is how we do it, you know. We don't talk. We talk and we action. You get the card right there, and then we connect you.
My cell number's on there, so you can get me anytime.
We spoke about being accessible and reachable, and for us to be able to do a lot of work with the tourism department. I am looking at one of our chairpersons from the Proudly South Africa, and we're going to be talking quickly to him and looking at us here at SONA. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My
name is Howard Gabriels. I chair the board of Proudly South Africa.
Amazing. This initiative started last year at SONA. It's our third installation. How proud are you to see a lot of our people wearing local today?
It has been a real challenge to get to this point. We have been campaigning for this over many years.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful that the President and the Presidency embraced the call for us to wear local on this particular day. But now the message is that we must wear local every day. It's really important that we encourage consumers that when they go shop, especially for clothing, that they look at the label.
Right.
And when you look at the label, then you can see where you want to create jobs.
Yeah.
Do you want to create jobs in South Africa or wherever else the label says? And I think it's really important that we embrace that call to not only on a big day like today to wear local, but to make it a tradition in every day.
Are you wearing local?
Everything.
Can we look at it? I mean, this is local everything.
So
That's our chip. This is?
This suit was made in Salt River.
Yeah.
The shoes are made in one of our own leather factories.
Yes.
The shirt is from a shop in the Canal Walk that only sells shirts made in South Africa. So I'm very proudly South African.
I'm proudly South African too. That's our chairperson of Proudly South African board. Thank you so much for joining us. This is how we do it. You know, you are able to identify where you bought it. You check the label. You know who's designed it. You know how many people have got into making this beautiful outfit. We're not excluding men, right? We always talk about fashion as if it's something that only happens for women. We do know that women contribute like 60% of the workforce of the fashion space, but men also do contribute, you know. We've been talking a lot about like diversity, equity and inclusion, and it becomes important for us to diversify our conversations around fashion. I'm looking at a beautiful, oh, look at how gorgeous. Look, I mean, like every time you see this, you just want to like melt. How are you? Good, thank you. Cause introduce her, please, and then please let's see your full outfit.
Okay, mna ke xa ndizichaza abantu ndiye ndithi ndiyimvelukazi emanzandonga igama lam ke ndingu-Inako ifani ndingumatheza ndiyinzwakazi eneminyaka eyi-19 ndim ke imbongi ezakhe ibivulela umongameli namhlanje apha epalamente ngaphakathi. Enkosi.
What inspired your outfit?
Isizathu sokuba ndinxibe kanje njengambongi besenditshilo esi sinxibo ndisinxibe apha sisinxibo esiye sithi sinxitywe ngabantu abangoomama kodwa ke abantu abangoomama abasemendweni. Isizathu sokuba ndisinxibe yinto yokubana ndifuna izizwe zibone ukubana eyona nto ndiyifunayo kakhulu into yokubana ndifuna sibuyeleni embo kuba uyawufumanisa ngoku ukubana abantu abangoomama xa besemendweni banxiba ezafasikoti ufike zithungwe ngamalaphu kanti esona sinxibo fanelekileyo unxitywa ngabo sesi kodwa ke bekumele uba ndinxibe inkciyo kuba kaloku ndiyintombi ehlolwayo but ke ngenxa ye-protocols ezikhoyo apha ngaphakathi zokuthi ezinye iindawo funeka ndizigqume ngoko ke xa ndizawuthi ndinxibe ivesti ndinxibe nenkciyo ayiseso sinxibo senkciyo eso yiyo loo nto ke mna ke ndikhethe ukubana mandinxibe esi sinxibo namhlanje.
That was education. That was like a whole cultural education for me. She's our praise singer today and will be leading. It's beautiful to actually just see young women and the involvement of our presidency and parliament of the youth. You know, we've been talking a lot about youth development and we've been talking about the inclusion and diversity and culture. You look absolutely beautiful. Good luck for today. Have fun. And then please tag whoever oyenze le outfit yakho, le bag yakho, ubatag so that sizokwazi ukubasupporta abafazi bakhona abasebenza apho. You look gorgeous, okay? Stunning, stunning, stunning. Have a great one. She looks absolutely stunning. She's young, and she's going to be opening today, the praise singer, and she's looking absolutely stunning. I saw Papa Penny earlier on, and we were talking about like our Spelani, you know. But now that we are here, we're joined by an MMC in the city of Johannesburg, Mr. Kunene, a friend of ours. We're talking wearing proudly South African brand. The theme today, they said, you must be formal or traditional. Yes. Let's talk about your outfit. I'm seeing Versace.
Thank you, Tammy, for having me. Look, I wear local all the time.
Yeah.
But today I'm wearing a suit, as you can see. I never had the time to go to our local designers. You know, I've worn David Tlale so many times. This Edward Dresler.
Look at the face of judgment.
This Edward Dresler. This is a Dash shirt. This Gucci tie. Egna belt. Versace shoes. Versace watch. Versace shades.
Did I just hear that? I have like 4 people in studio who are going to sit and talk to you and talk about your outfit and do the math. you know, because we're calculating the monies here that we're making, and we're creating jobs for people in the country. So you look gorgeous, but I'm going to let them judge you and comment on your outfit. We're not saying don't buy international stuff. We're just saying let's be all inclusive. But you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you very
But
much.
there is also David Tlale, Tula Cindy, Essie Apparel.
I've
you know.
supported them many times. I continue to
Makosa.
support them. I continue to support them.
I'm going into
But
fashion.
Today, I wanted to be very formal, and this is what I had.
Okay, that's Kenny Kunene. Enjoy your evening. Oh, we're talking diversity, and one of our friends is here, Fasiha Hassan. Has the surname changed?
Well, actually, this will be the first time I say it publicly, but it's Hassan Duma now.
Introduce yourself. Please.
Yes, this is Mrs. Hassan Duma in the flesh, and it is actually the first time I've announced it. I've just gone to Home Affairs to change it officially.
Amazing. We're talking wearing locally produced outfits. Proudly South African is here again at the State of the Nation Address 2025. I know we've had this conversation. Young people, the role that have to play in creating jobs and fashion at large.
Yeah, so today it's a bit of both. It's a BRICS and a South Africa. So it's the I in BRICS from India and the S for South Africa. So the South African shout out I have to give is to Lisha Chotu. She's a local designer from my area in Homestead Park, from my home ward, actually in Ward 58. But this is also from India. So it was a little bit of a play on what we're trying to create in terms of the global order. But more important, this is the fun part, it's like a modern sari. So it's a pre-draped sari. Should I do one more?
You can do
Let's do one more.
One more. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Modern sari. Tell us about the detail.
So it's a pre-draped, which is why it's kind of fun. So it's got the traditional vibe, but it's also got a few modern notes by making the jacket and, you know, giving it a bit of a young sort of feel.
Right.
So that's what we're trying today.
We spoke about BRICS. We're talking G20 opportunities there as well for people to play in that space. Young people. Are we having side meetings? How are we contributing to that?
Look, so G20, people don't understand it's a really big year for us. It may not come in a very long time. Very importantly, we have to get young people, but we also have to get creatives such as yourself to the front. We seem to only be focusing on policy, and I think there's a lot more that needs to happen to bring in people who have been historically marginalized into the process.
I love that. That's do you want to say it one more time?
Mrs. Hassan Duma.
Mrs. Hassan Duma. She's looking absolutely gorgeous. We're going to discuss the detail of your dress and the colors. They look absolutely nice. It's the trends that are moving. You look gorgeous. The mix, love, 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 love. Keep supporting local. Mwah. Thank you. Oh, she looks absolutely nice. She does, ne? It's the detailing and the mix of India and all those things. I was talking about my outfit earlier on, and I was literally saying, these are like recycled pieces of fabric, you know, that's there, and some of this Chitonga Shibelani that I've got on here. We're going to take a couple of guests, but before, I just want to do a quick catch-up with our CMO of Proudly South African, Ms. Happy Ngidi, and just get a sense of what she's been picking up on the streets, how many people she's seen, and how proud you are today.
I'm very proud. I'm local, and I'm lekker, and I'm proud.
How many people, like third installation, looking at all of this?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing to see the movement. You know, many people have made an effort. They look amazing, and they've heeded our call. Our call to action as Proudly South African in Parliament, which is a partnership. They have clearly heeded the call. They look absolutely amazing, and they're brave enough to tell us who dressed them.
Yes.
Because they are wearing local. Isn't it wonderful?
It's
been
just
such a long journey.
I mean, I think it continues. It continues, and you've been pushing that narrative and that conversation. I'm happy to be standing right next to you, but I want to know who you're wearing.
I'm wearing Scalo Designs, babe.
Yes.
Scalo Designs. Must I do a twirl?
You need to do a twirl yourself. By the way, Scalo, you did the things there.
You did the things, Scalo.
You're looking absolutely stunning. I want to start grabbing more people, but you and I are on a job together.
We've got a call that we've got to talk to Minister Nomvula.
Yes, we have to.
we've got to
Yes,
break her.
yes. I'm going to grab. You need to just follow in a second. I'm going to grab somebody else who is here, looking absolutely stunning on our carpets. This is how we interrupt. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. I'll take comments and I'll be with you guys in a second, yeah? Let's go. Let's go.
And of course, we have a lot of homework here in the studio with my fashion police and of course, Leonie. Palisa, we have a lot of people to go through, right? Let's go through Billy Oakham. He's the one who said that he bought a suit from Edgar's.
I like the tie. I thought it was a beautiful, subtle heritage print. I liked
course,
it, and
yes.
I'm glad that it's South African.
Leonie, are you happy that he bought from a local store?
Yeah, it was simple, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone got the blue tie brief, but yeah.
Let's discuss Minister Delil. Otis, what did you think?
Oh, yeah. I love the dress. I love the length. I feel like she could have accessorized it a bit different. The waistband could have been something a bit more edgy, just to give it a bit of character.
Okay.
And I mean, she always wears her hair down. I would have appreciated to see something different.
Oh.
If maybe she could have pulled it up or styled it or just made a bit of an effort. Because I mean, the look that she had today is exactly what we see all the time when we see her in Parliament.
Yeah. And Silla, are you of the same opinion?
Yeah, I think they could have went with like a gold belt.
Oh.
And I know Febro Sense is good as well with the
Yes.
hats. So I think if she gave her hat the same print, as that look up.
I thought it was age appropriate. I loved it, and I liked the styling with the glasses. I thought it was like the perfect woman finding the perfect coat. Is it a signature? Yes, but sometimes that's what it's about.
And out of 10?
I think it's a good 9. I thought it was a good fit.
Okay. Otsile?
I mean, I'll give an 8.
Perfect.
Because I mean, it could have been elevated just a bit, just a bit. But it was beautiful. Could have just been elevated just a bit.
Alrighty, Silla. All right, Leonie.
I like the story behind it, so yes, 8.
All right, perfect. Now let's move on to the Imbongi. Of course, it is a traditional wear. She's the one who will be praising the president as he enters the chambers. Leonie, what were your thoughts, especially with the awareness on the tradition and culture?
Loved it. Loved it. We need to move away from this narrative that when we wear our traditional outfits, it's only on Heritage Day.
Yes.
No, we need to be proud and we need to own our culture, our heritage, and tell our story. That nailed it. Loved it.
And this would go great in the books of journalism. Now let's go to Kenny Kunene. You had a lot of comments going on here while we were watching, of course. Palisa, what were your thoughts?
I don't want to go to Kenny Kunene. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I think that he did what Kenny Kunene does.
Yeah.
And
it's what you expected?
It's what I expected. Nothing, it wasn't the most responsible outfit, let me just say that, considering the message, considering, the issues that we have. Yeah, I found it quite irresponsible.
All right, Otsile?
For me, I was a bit let down. I mean, as someone that's going to be in Parliament that speaks to growing our economy, how are you growing our economy by taking money out of our economy and taking it to other markets that are outside of South Africa?
Yeah.
We're trying to localize everything. South Africa is capable. We're able to manufacture suits that are even more superior qualities than what he's wearing. For him to boldly come and say that he's wearing all of these other brands and not even mention a single South African brand, for me that was distasteful.
Did you expect it though?
I mean, we know that's what he'd do, but I'm saying we are here as proudly South African to come and raise awareness. How's about we work on our South African economy?
Yeah.
How can we do that? By buying local. Let's make sure that whatever that we do, we keep the money circulating well within our country instead of taking our money elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, he's part of government now.
Oh.
He is part of government. He should do better.
The hardest actually. Like buy the most expensive suit from a local designer.
Okay, so we're unhappy.
Yeah.
No, definitely unhappy.
We're unhappy.
I think it is the misuse of the platform. You can wear your outfits. If you can afford it, go, flaunt it.
Yes.
But when you have a platform and an opportunity to raise awareness, you use it,
And then looking past the fact that he's not wearing local, how is the look? Out of 10, Otsile?
No comment.
Are we now commenting on the look?
Yeah.
I think this is one look that doesn't even deserve for me to rate at all.
I'm shutting it right there. Of course, you can see that we have a very strict fashion police here, guys. I've been trying. This is what, the third time? And yeah, the criteria is tough. The requirements are getting even tougher, and when we're unhappy, we are unhappy. Of course, we are still live outside the Cape Town City Hall, and we are awaiting the State of the Nation address, which the President is scheduled to deliver at 7 o'clock. And of course, you can join the conversation at hashtag SONA2025. We have partnered with Proudly South African, and of course, we are encouraging everybody to wear local. Of course, I am wearing manto by the beautiful, lovely Palesa.
That's how you do it.
And of course, all the other presenters that have been with me here today have been beautifully dressed by Utsile himself and Silla. Of course, then you can get their information on Instagram and have your say as well. Judge everybody who is coming through to the Sona and tell us what you think of the outfits and what you think, how you think it's important to ensure that we support local. Tammy is ready for us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see what Tammy has for us on the red carpet.
I hear you guys discussing pageants and Miss World. They're big conversations. We've just obtained the license to actually host Miss World globally in South Africa. And we're standing next to our winner. If you could kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. My name is Valise Janssen van Rensburg, and not only am I the reigning Miss World South Africa, I'm an aspiring law youth representative as well as a youth development advocate, and I'm incredibly honored and privileged to be here with you this evening.
Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing the one and only Casper Bosman, an incredibly talented South African designer, very synonymous not only within this industry but in various fields, very creative and truly innovative. I'm blessed to be wearing his stunning piece this evening.
How important is youth involvement in the fashion space and the influence that you have, the pageant space? How important is that?
I think it's very important because it brings a youthful perspective and a fresh perspective at that. So to have young people infiltrate these industries, whether it be fashion, whether it be politics, any field that you could imagine, having a young influence and young perspective truly has the ability to change the world and the narrative that we currently live by.
Absolutely lovely. You look absolutely stunning. If you could just turn around so they can, they can have a look at your outfit. Your bag looks lovely. Detail?
Yes, of course, by the one and only Carol Bauer Bags. Proudly South African and such a statement piece to any outfit.
You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Please go and advocate for women and for lots of young people to get into all those spaces. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at the next pageant.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Speaking about young people, we are now joined by one of the young deputy ministers in the presidency, Ms. Nongceba, who is not a new face. She's been here. The last time you were here, we were doing the first State of the Nation address, and then we did the opening of Parliament, and we spoke fashion.
Yes.
We're back.
Yes.
Talking proudly South African.
All the time, proudly SA. Today I'm wearing Can the Deputy Minister of Higher Education please get out of our face? Anyway, this year I'm wearing a young black designer, Asanda Makibi.
Yes.
And of course the inspiration is modern African, beaded African petals and everything. Also keeping it with the colors of my party, black and gold, and I always find it so inspiring to work with young black designers. And of course to support their work, to showcase their work, and also just the love that they put into their craft. So exciting.
What can young people do to innovate? We'll be talking about a lot of things, sustainability, fashion contributing so much money in the GDP. How can we get more young people involved?
I'm so excited about the Proudly South African campaign, precisely because, firstly we need to have awareness.
Yeah.
The importance about preserving South African jobs.
Yeah.
The only way that we're going to preserve South African jobs within the industry is through buying local and wearing local. So that's the first thing. But secondly, this entire week I was visiting different sites that employ young people. And one of the important, as part of the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative, one of the important things that we are speaking to industry about is that we have to partner with industry as government and, seek these young people, train them And after that, after we've trained them, also place them in sustainable jobs. And that's one of the things that we will be championing. And hopefully the President will give the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative a shout out in his SONA tonight.
I hope that you are also leading that conversation, and I'm going to hold you accountable so that we're able to expand on this conversation about including a lot of young people and those programs with the NYDA, etc.
We are actually having a media launch next week after SONA. Once the President has announced it today, we're having a media launch next week where we're going to be unpacking the program, what it entails for young people. But in the meantime, I do want to encourage young people to go to SAYouth.mobi, which is a zero-rated site to find all of government's opportunities for young people.
You look stunning. Let's look at your outfit. Turn around. You look so snatched for somebody who just had a baby.
Thank you so much.
Turn around. Let's see. She looks absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, cool. Enjoy. Let's go. We're talking young people. And while we wait for the minister, we're going to take the Deputy Minister of Youth, Women and Persons Living with Disabilities, Steve Litsike, a friend of ours and a friend of Proudly South African. We're talking fashion. Wearing local, indeed.
No, thank you so much. There's a young man in Pretoria called Shola. He does my local shirts. In fact, many of my shirts I get it from him. We speak about design. We speak about the kind of look and feel. So all shirts that you see are done locally here. And Pretoria, I support my hometown, my home city, and it's really about ensuring that young people in my own village and my own city, they can actually contribute to the economic growth.
How does the department have, or what plans do they have in getting more young people, persons with disabilities, participating in the space of contributing to the fashion world, right?
Look, I mean, there are incredible artists, everywhere. Who actually are seeing this not just as their craft and their brilliance. It's really about making sure that we open doors of opportunities. And we've done that in collaboration with Higher Health, higher education, with as well as small business development. And we really have been reaching out with different young people in expos, exposing their own craft. And we look forward because G20 will be hosted in the country, and we've spoken about it.
Yes.
And really we said financial inclusion of women, youth and persons with disability is bringing people on board on a practical level where their craft can be sold to the world.
I always believe in the fact that we can produce anything. If we unite as the continent, as South Africans, as our people, we've got enough to produce everything here on the ground. I look forward to hearing some of the things that are going to be said at the State of the Nation today and connecting with you.
Thank you so much. Cool. G20, this SONA statement is really about bringing everybody a nation that works for all.
We're going to be a nation that works for all. We're talking about Pretoria people, and oh my God, here's me and Roses. This was one of the... You won one of the greatest looks last year, and I think it was designed by BG, who was one of our local fashion police.
I'm wearing BG.
Please kindly introduce yourself.
My name is Pinky Kekana, the Deputy Minister of the Department of Public Administration, and I'm here to display the capacity and talent of South Africa.
How important is it?
It is important because we, as South Africa, we're a brand, and there's talent, there's capacity, especially in this industry. So it is important for us to showcase one of our own, and BG has never disappointed me at all times.
Can we see your outfit? Look at the detail. Look at the detail. The roses there.
It's Sharon on the roses.
It's Sharon on the...
on the roses.
You look absolutely stunning. I have 4 fashion police there that are going to be looking at your outfit, and they're going to give us feedback on it. But you look absolutely nice. Good luck for tonight. I will see you at the after parties, and then we must make sure that government must hold people accountable, and then we must support local designers. Gorgeous. That's the Deputy Minister of DPSA, Ms. Pinky Kekana, looking absolutely stunning in another BG design. And we are now joined by the Minister of now it's Justice.
Justice and Constitutional Development.
How's that playing a role in the fashion space?
Oh.
First of all, let's talk about who you're wearing.
This is done by a woman, black woman-owned shop, designer shop. She tailors, she does everything. Based in Pretoria in the CBD, Divine Touch. So you can see modernized, touch of Xitsonga, my culture, so African, as part of us reaffirming that South Africa is within the African continent. So yeah, there it is.
How important is it supporting local?
Look, it's very important because we can't continue complaining about jobs. I mean, I look at her, what she's able to do, employing more people in there. I think she's got about 26 people, if I'm not mistaken, that she's employed, permanently working there. She's a black woman who's able to run a business. In terms of transformation for women participation in the economy, she's doing well, and we are there to support her, and that's why I put. Secondly, in terms of her contributing to job creation, it's there, but also being able to be proud about who we are. I'm a proud Xitsonga woman. So.
And can we look at your outfit? There's so much detail that's happening here. It's got a little bit of a tail, and then you can see the fabric that's here. That's Xitsonga. We're talking earlier to Minister Pemi, and we're talking about like fabrics, you know. And we're talking about why we don't produce our own local fabrics and why it's difficult to get those machines. We're talking T20. How are we going to make sure that we start having a big conversation that has got financial implications, and as the people who stand at the center right now of that influence with G20?
Look, the issue is around that the work is being done steadily in terms of ensuring that we can be able to protect. You know that during the master plans in terms of the industry, protecting the textile industry has been there in terms of support and being able to play local. So DTIC play a key role there in terms of making. But what these sectors can do, when government supports them, they want me and you to buy. Right. Because the market is important. So we should not order from abroad, come with. Importantly, and we must not go and ask for discounts.
Yeah.
We must pay the price that they are giving us. Because koshopong, how you don't reka anything, then you pay the price. So what is sometimes difficult is when people, when they buy from a local supplier, they want to negotiate a discount. That's not right. Let's pay the prices that they are saying because they deserve it, and they are doing a lot of work. It's hard work to be able to put the beads. Labor intensive. So you must be able to agree in the prices.
This is why we were talking about like justice and correctional stuff. We're correcting the prices and making sure that people are paying, and we'll hold them accountable. Justice will be served like you served your outfit today. We're going to discuss that. And before, we're going to quickly get him joined by another great guest of ours in all black. Looking fabulous. That's our Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Gayton McKenzie. We've been trying to get a hold of him to come and, you know, talk to us about like fashion. Look at them conversing. Hi, how are you?
Very good.
Good. Welcome to Proudly South African and Parliament TV. We're talking. It's the mix, right?
Trendsetter always, since I've known you. Trendsetter of note, man.
This is what I'm doing the interview here. You're looking gorgeous. Please, can you tell us who you're wearing?
I'm a very simple man.
Tell us who you're wearing.
I wear the suit I just put up.
Okay, so
I just put up a suit. I don't know, is it Woolworths or is it Brioni?
Yeah.
I just know, I just took it.
Let's talk about sports, arts and culture. We're talking about the creative sector. We're talking about fashion. How important is the department, and where do you guys stand? What plans are being put in place for us to ensure that we're able to support our creative industries and fashion?
Fashion is very important. I mean, you can see, I'm a fashionable guy. I understand fashion, and I think that South Africa is the fashion capital of the world. We must just now get government support behind all our designers. We must make sure that this year, that South African brands like Amaxhosa, Galks Boy, you know, those are big brands. And then you look at Galks Boy, I mean, like wherever you go, people are wearing it. You look at Amaxhosa, wherever you go, people are wearing it. And that's what I want to see this year. I want to see Tepo jeans. People must wear our local brands. Yes.
Do you have any other plans in place for us to be able to engage on that level of fashion? Earlier on, we were just talking about hosting the G20 summit and all the multiple opportunities. And I think Sports, Arts and Culture has the opportunity to kind of push that conversation across throughout all the months. What plans do we have to ensure that we're playing within the music, the influence, because there are so many intersections there?
No, definitely. I mean, we're launching one of the biggest, and I don't want to tell you the name because I suspect the president is going to talk about it, but you just listen to him. He's going to talk about what we are launching, but I can tell you now, this is the year for local designers, for the year of Amapiano, for the year of our local poets, the year of our local chefs.
Right.
We are going to make sure that they get the desired recognition and the deserved recognition.
Cool. And we're going to make sure that the next time you know who you're dressed by, and you at least maybe ask the wife to give you notes, or are dressed by this one and dressed by this one. But you look absolutely lovely. We're going to have lots of conversations. And stay proudly South African.
Thank you. You look ravishing. Beautiful.
I try to represent you.
You are.
I try to represent the diversities of cultures in the country, and this is the whole thing. I mean, like, it's so impressive to be able to, you know, see all of these expressions and how people have come up and shown up here on the red carpet. I'm seeing another beautiful, beautiful outfit coming through, and I'm interested in talking about this beautiful outfit. Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you. You look gorgeous. If you could kindly introduce yourself to our audience.
No problem. I'm Vuyiswa Ramokgopa, MEC of Agriculture in Gauteng Province.
I love that. We're talking agriculture and we're talking fashion. The same world, right? Yes, because everything else, my teacher used to always say to me, there are two things you must remember, is that everything is either farmed or mined. We speak about carbon emissions that are there. Yeah. We speak about many opportunities that are there. Agriculture, the role that they're going to play in the space of fashion.
And sustainability, just as broadly, you know. I mean, fast fashion has been one of the primary causes of the degradation, environmental degradation. So I think those two things very much go hand in hand. And agriculture in Gauteng in particular is a really exciting space because, I mean, that is really the epicenter of the economy. It is the cultural hub of South Africa. And it's also the pulse. It's the most populous province of them all. So, you know, food security is obviously very high on the agenda, but also driving agripreneurs and agro-processors to really power up our economy.
I always say to people that we're missing out on so many opportunities, right? And I'm interested in some of the programs that you're going to develop and how you're going to allow fashion to play in that space. But I want to talk about your outfit. What is the inspiration?
Let me check for
so,
you.
This is a Senegalese designer, actually, whose name is Jaina A. And for me, it's really about just an ode to the continent, you know, celebrating African fashion. This is a designer who is influenced by both South Africa and Senegal. I've also spent some years in Senegal, and it's a place I also call home. So I thought, what better way to represent my love of the continent?
Can we look at the outfit? Can we turn around? Sure. She's looking absolutely gorgeous. We did speak about making sure that we're talking about agriculture and in the agriculture space. And you see, guys, fashion is so broad. Our people in the studio, I want you guys to have a look at this outfit again and then be able to give us some feedback. Please, if you guys are also out here, enjoy tonight. If you guys are out here at the Sona, please keep posting and also tag us at Proudly South Africa, and also ensure that you hashtag Sona 2025 and, you know, talk about wearing local, you know, wear local in South Africa.
Love your
You're looking great. Am I looking great?
You're looking great.
I'm gonna go from the left. Yeah? Quick introduction.
Hello, I'm Ashley Stenhazen. I'm John's daughter. Nice to meet you.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my friend Leah's dress, and I'm wearing a Cape Cobra bag.
Is it locally produced?
Locally produced, Python skin, locally produced.
Love it.
I'm Terry Stenhazen. I'm very proud to be representing the Minister of Agriculture with ostrich skin bag. My shoes are from an amazing non-profit called Vintage with Love, and my dress is also proudly South African and South African green.
I love it. We're talking agriculture, Minister, and we were just talking now earlier on about the importance of agriculture in the fashion space.
Absolutely. I mean, we produce a lot of the raw ingredients for textiles. We do a lot of the stuff for the fashion space. You can see we're promoting the ostrich sector here. South Africa has got a big ostrich industry. We provided feathers for Lady Gaga's performance at the Olympic Games. We've now got ostrich leather. I was able to give the Chinese ambassador some ostrich steak the other evening at my house. So we're able to ensure that we're promoting South African agricultural goods, and that's also why we're wearing green. It's the color of agriculture.
I love it. G20, yes. The involvement, fashion, let's talk.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I think we should have an F20 here, fashion 20 as well. See, we've got a P20, and I think we should be challenging those in their countries to move towards more local content, but also more sustainability around reusing and recycling, and the importance of that in terms of the bioeconomy in the world. And I think that's a very good message to send out.
I agree. I don't think we talk enough about the fact that also, fashion consumes literally, we're the second biggest consumers of water, right? And also we've been talking a lot about recycling and sustainability. I think that I am going to hold you to task, and I'm going to challenge you and our team to be able to come and have a conversation with you about wearing local, number one.
Wearing local.
Wearing local.
Very much about sustainability. I work with non-profits that work about sustainability. And thrifting. I'm a big thrifter. We are big thrifters.
I think we're running a whole business here. We're running a whole business. I've always been in the agriculture space. I'm joining the family business, and we're going to be working with women and non-profit organizations to ensure that we solve the issues around unemployment in the country and allow us to let fashion rule
the way.
As it must. Cool. Enjoy tonight. You guys look absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. Hello! Hi! I have to take both of you. You guys look absolutely stunning. I'm going to start there. Quick introduction here. Tell me about your outfit, who made it, and the inspiration.
So the dress is from Frida Couture. It's a South African brand. And the shirt I bought from my shop.
How important is it wearing local?
It's very important. We need to support local artists because that's where they will get the most, people will see them so that they can go abroad. That's essentially what we want other people to see their work.
Absolutely stunning.
I am wearing Yamgela Isintu, a local designer, young, brilliant woman who took me back home. I am Khosa, and she decided to make me this amazing garments. And as she said, supporting local is absolutely critical. Also, there's so much talent in our country, and we don't have to lower our standards just to support local. Just simply going to a local designer, they can make you something stunning.
Education and fashion?
Education and fashion, well, one of the things that we're doing in the sector is to make sure that we are diversifying the curriculum. So we're not boxing children to just saying that, this is what you need to do. We want the curriculum to also be inspiring to kids who may be skills orientated, who may want to go into fashion designing, who may want to acquire skills like a beauty industry. And so that's one of the things that we're doing in our schools of skills. And I think it's going to be good because not every learner is the same.
Yeah, and I think you guys have got a beautiful opportunity as education to be able to kind of push those conversations. We're talking about a huge increase of matriculants, even if it's not just at basic education, just across. As a young person, as a young leader in the education space, what can we do to, bridge the gap between higher education, basic education, TVET colleges, and skills development?
Look, I think you've really hit the nail on the head because there has to be synergy. If we're going to make sure that young people are getting into work, which is ultimately the goal, then we need to make sure that basic education is speaking to higher education, that there are clear pathways to TVET colleges, but also that we are partnering with industry to make sure that industries are ready to receive our learners. So there are great opportunities here. We just need to harness them, and not everything requires money. Sometimes it just requires willpower, the political will to do it, and also creativity.
I am going to hold you accountable, and I'm going to expect a program out of your department, and I'm going to ensure that you do that collaboration. Remember, we are now GNUE, and then we are now collaborative. Today we spoke about the diversity in culture. So I'm going to hold you accountable, and we're going to do programs around education and fashion.
Absolutely.
You guys look absolutely stunning.
Thank you
Enjoy
so much.
tonight.
Thank you so much.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Tag them, yeah? That beautiful skirt, tag them with collaborations, basic education, higher education, TVET colleges. People look absolutely, absolutely stunning. Can I just throw back to the studio quickly so you guys can discuss a couple of these looks, and then I'll probably, if I can, sneak in one more interview before I say goodbye.
Tammy Make doing the first day on the
Yeah.
red carpet, and we have our work cut out, right? A lot of homework, a lot of people that were on the red carpet. Let's talk about that black dress, the black and gold
With the
dress.
flower?
Yes,
Oh, the
the
black
one
and
with
gold?
the beads. And
Okay,
it was
yeah.
So I like the bust.
Just under accessorized, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
No
all.
earrings, no neck piece, beautiful dress, beautiful fit.
Out of 10?
An 8. It was a beautiful dress. It was just
Okay.
the little earrings and accessories that were needed. I thought it was beautiful.
No, I think the dress spoke for itself.
Okay.
Especially since the beads were detailed, were creating the detailing. I don't think she necessarily needed accessories because the bead weight was speaking
Okay. I think she forgot them in the
loud.
car.
I mean, I fully agree with you. The dress was stunning. I like the details and that it was sophisticated and just clean. And,
Out of 10.
we'll still give it a 7.
Okay.
9.
Leonie, out of 10? 8. Oh, okay. Now let's talk about the Deputy Minister of Women, Youth and Persons with Disability. That is Steve Itike. She was talking about the shirts that they always make locally for them. What did you think?
I mean, it's very nice to see that there's people that are in high power that actually take
Initiative.
the industry,
Yes.
they take it seriously and they make an effort to be, growing the designers and supporting the designers. I mean, these are the same designers that are creating jobs.
Yes.
And if they're not going to buy from us as designers, how are we going to create jobs?
And out of 10, Stella, how much would you give them?
No, I'll give him a 10. Mainly because of what he said,
Yes.
the support and
Yes.
and he buys a lot of shares from the designer.
Righty. Let's talk more about the black dress with the white roses. Right. Leonie, what were your thoughts?
I thought the roses were, the flower ring was a bit overpowering. I actually didn't quite like it. But I loved that it was local. Loved Gigi's work. Not convinced with this one though.
And out of 10?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's not make sure. Let's
It's
give it a
not
6.
make sure.
Okay, Vanessa?
I thought it was a lovely dress for an award ceremony, not necessarily for this occasion, but a beautiful dress, a beautiful lady. And I love the message. I can't remember what you were saying. It was a couple of people ago.
Yes.
But 10 out of 10 for an award ceremony. For this one, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And then the Tonga inspired attire.
The Tonga inspired attire.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought I enjoyed the effort.
Perfect.
Really enjoyed that. Gele gets a 10 out of 10. The rest I will let my designers
I like the play of the different fabrics.
Okay.
I mean, there was a play of about 4 different fabrics. There was the Tonga fabric, it was the lace, I mean, there was a lining there, and I like the fact that the person that made the dress also understands the bust. Because the lady's got a bit of a bigger bust, and I like the fact that they made the right cup size. You see a whole lot of dresses, like the black and white that you're talking about.
Yes.
It wasn't sitting right on the bust, it was almost like it's falling off on the shoulders. The flowers at the bottom were a bit of a mix match. So for me, I would go for the blue dress more than the black and white dress.
All right. And out of 10?
I think I'll give it a 10.
Oh.
Is that a 10?
Wow.
I've got my reasons on.
Some of the precisions there. And guests are still arriving. Let's talk about Minister Gayton McKenzie. Cinda, what were your thoughts?
I couldn't really hear him, but I think the outfit was cute.
Okay.
But as Vanessa said, I think you could push more
Accessorize
to accessorize it, give it like an African bead,
Someone
something.
needs to be standing there
Like a
handing over,
brooch.
like a little beaded, just a touch of Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And out of 10, Atile?
I mean, I think I'll give him 10 out of 10 for what he said.
Okay.
I like the fact that again he's pro South Africa.
Okay.
Can we work on improving our economy? Let's grow our economy. For me, I can never stop stressing that enough. If we buy local, and I'm gonna keep on reiterating the same thing. Buy local, let's grow our economy.
All right. And overall, let's talk about the outfits that we have seen. Right.
I think for me, it's not really about the outfits. I think it's about the overall attempt. It seems like 99% of the people on the carpet were wearing, local. Was it good? Was it bad? It really depends. So I think the overall carpet gets a 10 out of 10. People really, really tried. We heard a lot of South African punches. So the support is out there. It just needs to spread.
And Leonie, you have the same opinion?
Yes, similar. Fashion is so subjective, right? But for me, Pretoria won. There was a lot of Tshwane, a lot of Amapiano, a lot of... and then I'm wondering if everyone got the "we are wearing blue" memo.
Okay. Now you can see guests are still entering there. Of course, overall, do we then say that they've done it justice? Did members and guests are you wearing local justice?
I feel like with the initiative that Proudly South Africa has been pushing for quite some time, this year there's more people wearing local design.
Yes, definitely. So the message is good.
The message is good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that they're getting scolded all the time to say, guys, let's support local, let's do local.
Yes.
And it's beautiful to see that more and more people came out wearing South African brands.
I'm told that Tammy has one more person for us. Hold still. Let's go back to Tammy on the red carpet.
Sure.
It's funny how 2 hours just goes by so quickly with just observing these beautiful garments. I'm standing next to a very lovely woman. I would call her one of the ambassadors of wearing local. It's the DSG of the African National Congress. And no, she's not a stranger. Mom, Nomvula.
Thank you very much. I'm here affirming again my commitment to being a patriotic South African. My hair, my facial, done by 2 young women from Khayelitsha. The suit that I'm wearing is a statement because ordinarily it's supposed to be a pinstripe suit with a jacket and a pair of pants, but I've gone feminine.
I'm looking at it.
And the reason is a pinstripe suit is said to be representing authority, decisiveness, and leadership. I'm a leader.
How important is supporting local
and
creating jobs?
It's quite important because the 2 young women, particularly working also with Entle, have been able now to get something that they had earned out of this effort. Secondly, we are growing the economy because part of what they must now do is to continue beyond doing for Nomvula. Because once people see Nomvula being dressed by them, other people will also make an attempt of reaching out to them. This is but part of promotion of the capacity of South Africa. We're quite an amazing nation. Who thought we can have a pinstripe suit in this particular fashion?
We've been talking the whole day about G20 and so many different programs. We're at the center of it. How are we going to increase the conversation around fashion and the multiple opportunities?
We must revitalize our textile industry because it's collapsed because of foreign goods. We need to, in that industrial policy and the prioritization of industry, of industrialization and manufacturing. This is one of the very important ones. Remember also the beautiful thing about fashion is that you do what you like and you wear it in the manner that you want it, and therefore everybody has to apply his or her mind, and everybody has to give him or herself time, and thereafter you all celebrate.
I love the fact that you supported South African produced outfits and South African designers. You look absolutely stunning. Can you turn around for me one more time? She spoke about us revitalizing the economy and revitalizing the clothing and textile industry. I'm looking forward to some of the programs that you guys are going to develop, especially also with women, because I know you're passionate on women issues. You're passionate with inclusion as well, the LGBTQI community.
Yes. I'm looking forward to the statement that is going to be presented by the President. And for us, whether SONA or no SONA, we must remain committed to being patriotic and raise the flag by supporting everyone, because South Africa belongs to all those who live in it.
You look absolutely stunning. You rock this outfit. Do you think I can have it when you're done with it today?
Anytime soon.
We'll exchange. I'll give you my spelani.
And then the problem is the color.
The problem is the color. I mean, we're talking color. We're talking color. Your colors.
But I don't come okay with an orange color. I'm a pink and a yellow girl.
She's a pink and a yellow girl. I know you guys in the studio are talking about trends and everything else that is all colors. Mam Nomvula looks absolutely, I can pick up, yes. This is the accreditation. Not that she needs one, but yes. She's looking absolutely stunning. Thank you for joining us on the carpet. And please continue to push the message of buying local and supporting local at Sona. Stick to it. We're going to discuss your look now. They're in studios. Guys, you heard her. She says, we must speak. Can you believe that we've seen so many beautiful garments here at literally at the State of the Nation Address 2025? And we're about to end our live crossing here at the Parliament. And before we end our live, we just wanted to grab the portfolio chairperson of communications, Ms. Kusela Diko, to talk to us about the importance of communicating fashion. We're at Parliament. Third installation.
Yes, and you're looking absolutely fabulous as always.
You're looking fabulous. Who are you dressed by?
I'm dressed by Inami Vuyangona. The State of the Nation is very, very important, but I think more than anything, just in terms of the economic buzz that it brings, local designers are out here doing amazing things, and we have to help them and support them, not only during the State of the Nation, but generally. It's an everyday thing, looking hot, eh?
How are you going to ensure that in your world of communication and all these platforms that we have, we are able to spread that message, number one? How are we going to influence that big message also as part of the plans that we have for our G20 with some of the friends that we have within the summit? What role can comms really play?
It can play a lot, hey? I mean, at the end of the day, when you talk about communications, you're really talking at the center, the heartbeat of everything. So as we roll out G20, Government Communication Information Systems, which is one of the departments that I oversee, they're going to have to ensure that the message of South Africa is not just, towers, infrastructure, but it is our fashion, our tourism, the things that make us uniquely South African. So we'll be pushing that a lot. We want everybody to participate in this G20. You go anywhere in the world, you will see a person from South Africa, a person from Africa, really by, our fashion, and those are exports that we're really proud of.
We're talking detail of your outfit. Can we turn around and look at it? What inspired it?
You know that at heart I am a girl, a princess from the Eastern Cape, Mthembukazi proudly, so obviously my dress has got elements of umbhaco, but I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, so bringing together that African umbhaco, giving a nod to it, but then the glam, because after all it is the sauna, you do want to try.
Okay.
And then we went to really trying to find a waist, right? And tried
looking snatched.
No, but thank you so much, Tabby. And
thank you guys for your commitment to literally communicating the importance of us buying local. It's really great and incredible to see the diversity that we were able to present and to showcase here on the carpet. Thank you for joining us. I'm looking forward to hearing what's going to be said tonight. You look gorgeous, but I'm also looking forward to hearing what the people in studio are going to be saying about your outfit.
Thank you, darling.
Go enjoy it. That was the portfolio chair of communications in Parliament, Ms. Kusela Diko. We have had literally an amazing time. Guys, I can't talk to you guys. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to be able to just buy local, to support local all the time. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about their commitments to how they're going to use innovation, and for us to be able to push the message of supporting our local people. Guys, it's been an incredible one. I've enjoyed this one. We did it again. We'll keep doing it. And we're going to be policing you. We're going to be holding you accountable. We're going to be checking if you're wearing local. If I didn't get to speak to you, please continue to take pictures, post them, and hashtag Sona 2025. And also wear local at Sona. Hashtag wear local at Sona. Tag us at Proudly South Africa and ensure that you plug all your designers who are there. This has been an incredible edition of Proudly South African Sona presentation. I'm going back to the studio to our local fashion police experts, and I'm out. It's been great.
Fabulous Tammy on the red carpet here at hashtag Sona 2025. Just 2 looks, very briefly because we have to wrap it up. Palesa, Ms. Nombula Makunyane.
I thought the look was progressive. I thought her message was progressive. I thought she was trendy. I thought it fit well. There's a woman who's a leader in style and in grace, in style and grace.
Silla?
Good take on masculinity meets femininity.
Okay.
I like the tie. I like the quality of the shirt, the fabric.
Yes.
Yeah, she looks stunning.
Yeah. A rating out of 10, Utsile?
I'll give it a 10.
Yeah, she's a 10.
She made an effort, and I like the fact that they also balanced fit versus volume. How they've got codettes at the bottom, they've got a bit of volume at the bottom, and everything else is well shaped. I like the contrast of the matte against the shine.
Yes.
It's not overwhelming.
Yes.
It's not overwhelming. It's just the right amount of shine and the right amount of matte.
Matte, yeah.
Sophisticated, it's beautiful. Oh, another thing, the tie.
Yes.
How the tie was cut with a bit of beading.
And of course, let's take a look. And right there, that is the former president, Kgalema Motlanthe, and his spouse arriving. And these are some of the VIPs that have been invited to attend the State of the Nation address. Of course, this is the first of the 7th administration, and especially under the GNU. And of course, we're looking forward to what the president is about to deliver in terms of his strategy for the year ahead. Of course, some of you have been following us and engaging in the conversation, telling us what your expectations are in terms of the Sona for tonight. The last look that we're going to look at, Ms. Kusela Diko. Leonie. Sorry, Ms. Kusela Diko. She was the one who, the last person that Tammy had on the red carpet.
No one mattered after Nombula Mokunyane.
Oh.
That was the look of Sona. It was sublime. It was gorgeous. It was effortless.
So if there were awards here, you think she'd take it?
Absolutely. Hands down.
She's our winner,
Easily.
yeah.
I hope DSG is watching.
I cannot assess anyone before or after that.
Is it? Utsile, do you agree?
She's a winner for today.
Oh, is that?
She gets a 12 out of 10.
Okay, Palesa, you agree?
100%. You can see she had a lot to do with how it turned out.
So, final comment, DSG versus Nombula Mokunyane.
She's a winner today.
She's the winner today.
I didn't know we were looking for a winner, but if we
4
were...
plus 4, she ate.
Let's wrap it up, DSG. I hope you are watching here, and our local fashion police say that you are the winner for the hashtag Sona 2025. I guess we call it best dressed for hashtag Sona 2025. Of course, you're still tuned into Parliament TV right here on channel 408 on DSTV. Of course, you can talk to us on all social media platforms by following, subscribing, and liking at Parliament of RSA. Tell us what your expectations are. We are anticipating the State of the Nation address that President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa will deliver tonight at 7 p.m. We're just almost 2 hours away. The VIPs are arriving and processions are about to take place. Of course, this includes the famous 21-gun salute to the President. You're still watching Parliament TV. This is my local fashion police. We have Palesa Mukubu, we have Silla from Scala, we have Utsile, and we have Leonie. Thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Thanks
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. And that is it from us. Cheers.
There's the hogger of the... There's the hogger of the mic. Ooh la la!
Much fella.
Watches our talent in fascination, a place where Nobel Prize winners have inspired a new generation of winners who are leaving their mark on global stages. We invite you to a place that celebrates diversity, culture, and heritage, the only country in the world that is as colorful as the rainbow, where humanity is expressed through our blend of 11 official languages. Headquarters to top South African and international investment banks, financial and legal consultants. Come set foot in the richest square mile in Africa and host your business events at one of the largest convention centers on the continent. Growth is everywhere. South Africa is rich in mineral resources and manufacturing expertise. We embrace global innovation and technological trends. With an array of world-class infrastructure, everyone is invited to do business. Visit, explore, and live in our beautiful country. We're one of the world's preferred travel destinations.